This is the Biomat. You simply place it on top of your table. And then we're going to plug it in. This is how you plug it in, right here. The on button is here. And you can see right away the EMF blocker came on. If I just press this power on button, it's just going to emit negative ions. So there's no heat. This means the negative ions are active. So you could just have a negative ion treatment. And if I press temperature up, now we'll start at 95 degrees. You can go all the way up to 158 degrees. Most people are going to be comfortable here or here, somewhere in these green and oranges. This is about medium heat. Once you have your Biomat on the table, then you're going to want to put something comfortable on top. Remember, this is about 20 pounds of amethyst crystal, so they're literally laying on rocks. You can use a standard fleece pad. That would work fine. I used a fleece pad for years. You might even want to use 2 fleece pads if it's too thin. But Biomat does make something called a quantum pad. This is almost like a memory foam, but it's made out of natural materials that work with the Biomat. So you can see that it's pretty cushy. It's thick and it lasts a long time. So you just simply place it over the mat, strap it down, and then Biomat does make a waterproof pad called the germanium pad. I don't have that one. I think that one is more for protection if you're wanting a waterproof material that's still synergistic with the technology. I don't have one, but you can purchase that. Otherwise, at this point, you could just put your sheets on the table, and obviously you would want to make sure that your sheets are large enough that they could cover the table, the Biomat, and your padding. And that is how you set up your table with the Biomat. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate the Iteracare wand. So you just want to make sure that it's plugged in to an outlet that's close enough to the table. If you need to, you might need an extension cord in order to have access to the body around the table. I'm going to use the heat setting on 3. Remember that heat setting 1 is for just surface level or skin. Heat setting 2 is 3 or 4 inches deeper. And then heat setting 3 is the deepest, about 7 inches. Okay, so remember that it's loud. It sounds like a hairdryer. So I won't be talking while I'm demonstrating. So I'm just gonna talk to you now before I turn it on. Basically what I'm going to do is make sure that the distance away from the body is comfortable, because if it's too close to the body, it'll be too hot. And if it's too far away from the body, they won't be able to feel it as well. So it needs to be about 3 to 5 inches away from the body. I'm going to start by going up and down the spine just a couple times. And then it's up to you if you want. You can go along the anatomy, you can go along fascia patterns, you can go along meridians, you can blow acupoints, you can blow organs, or you can just kind of blow as if you were massaging the person, going along the erector spinae, going along the various muscles. So I like to do clockwise circles if I'm going to be focused on an area, because remember, if it's too hot, it might hurt the person. So if you're going to just hold it in an area that's maybe an area of concern, you're going to want to pull it higher away from the body so that it doesn't hurt them. If you're going to keep it a little closer to the body, you just want to keep it moving so it's not stationary. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate. that's pretty much it. Okay, now we're going to demonstrate the abdomen and the face and the head. So I personally love working with the front of the body, and I think this terahertz frequency is particularly supportive for the organs. Obviously it's great for heating up fascia as well as opening up the energy lines in the body. So I'm going to start with the abdomen. Obviously, kind of like massage, we want to go in a clockwise motion with peristalsis. You can also go up and down the central line, just like we did on the back. I do like to spend a little time in the diaphragm, just to loosen up or soften any adhesions in the diaphragm. And then, of course, you can do heart and lungs. You can obviously do ribs, pectorals. I think thyroid is really good. Vagus nerve along the SEM is really relaxing. And then I'll do a separate video for the face. The face could actually be a treatment all on its own, the head and face. So I'm gonna have it on heat setting 3. And again, it's gonna be a little loud, so I'm not gonna talk, but you can just observe. We'll do the face. Okay, I know it may seem a little loud to have this near the head and the face, but trust me, it's very relaxing. You definitely want to use it on heat setting 2 because it's the quietest and it's also a little less hot. So I'm going to start with the forehead and in between the eyes. And then you can actually blow the wand over the eyes as long as their eyes are closed. And then you can go through the cheek area, the jaw, the temples. You can actually go up through the nose, which stimulates all of their sinuses. And then of course, around the sides and the top of the head. So here we go. can either have the headphones on the client at the beginning of the session or the end or during. And I like to just place the scanner on the stool. It's that easy. So this is the list that I created for stress and pain relief. All I'm gonna do is press continuous broadcast, and it's going to send these frequencies to Scott's energy field one at a time and just continuously loop through. You don't really have to have this near the client. You can actually just place it over on the side and let it do its thing while you're working. So it will keep sending the frequencies until I press stop. Okay, we're gonna create a Cepheid dot for Scott. First, I'm going to erase the frequencies or the energies on the dot just to make sure it's neutral. Then I'm gonna press imprint and imprint the frequency of pain-free. Okay, so we're gonna place the Cepheid dot. I have it on the little white paper here. I'm gonna just pull it off. I'm gonna put it right above C7 on the spine, the base of the neck here. And then this part of it is just to help it stay on for 3 days. So it's just a clear adhesive, and that way he can shower, he can work out, and it'll stay for 3 days. So I place it on, then I have these little blue stickers I'm gonna peel off. And now he gets to go home with 3 days worth of pain relief frequencies on his neck. Okay, we're gonna demonstrate how to do an inner voice scan. So all I do is just press the inner voice, and we're gonna press the little green microphone and it'll count him down. 3, 2, 1.
I am Scott Hagedorn, and something that makes me happy is a bright sunny day. Something that makes me sad is when there's not enough dogs around.
Same. Okay, so now it's analyzing his voice, and it's coming up with the colors and the tones. So now what I can do is look at the colors that it chose, and I can choose these light wave glasses for him to wear. So let's just pretend that it chose orange. Okay, so we're gonna have those. And then we're gonna put these on, please. Now, you could do this if you had a reclining chair. I don't know if anyone wants to sit in a chair or on the massage table doing this. It would be more relaxing in a reclining chair or a zero gravity chair. And then all I would do is press play, and you can choose 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, or 12 minutes, or continuous. So you can choose, in other words, how much time you want these tones to play. And he's getting a frequency music treatment and a color light treatment. And that's it. These are the Cepheid dot take-home kits. So it's a Mylar bag that protects the frequencies, and this way you can imprint however many dots your clients want to purchase, imprint them, give them the adhesives, put it all in here. Make sure you instruct them on how to place them and how often, and that's your Cepheid dot take-home package. You can also imprint sucrose pellets with whatever frequencies your clients need, and then you can put them in this foil-lined box to protect the frequencies, and they can take those home as well.